guys, welcome back to my channel. I've missed you. My name is Ruby. If you're new here, it's so great to meet you. If you're old here, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. My, oh my, happy July, happy 2022, happy, how are you? I haven't seen you guys in forever, and there's a reason for that. As we can see by the title says, I've gained weight and I haven't been dealing with it well, and I was feeling like a fraud and I didn't want to come on my YouTube channel, and I was like, I'm not the girl who lost weight anymore, this sucks, but I'm in a bit of a better headspace and I'm ready to talk about it and just the things that led up to my weight gain and how I'm dealing with it and how I'm losing weight and everything like that. So if you're interested in hearing about my troubles with weight loss after being known as somebody who's lost 120 pounds, stick around because we'll get into it, but make sure you give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like everybody, we all went through a pandemic together, and I was one of those people who gained weight in the pandemic. A lot of us did. I was staying in, I was door dashing, I was not doing workouts, I was laying in bed all day some days, and I just started eating food I normally never ate before. That was about for a good chunk of time. I started the pandemic around 204. I didn't have as much muscle as I do now, but in January of this year I hit 251. And it was really bad. So like I was saying, the pandemic hit, and after about a year and a half, I was like at 233. I was like, no more, I need to lose weight. I really started trying to lose weight, and then I moved out. And I live alone now, which is amazing. It's truly the best thing ever, but I didn't realize how living alone was gonna affect my eating. In one instance, in my old home, it was very large. It was huge. Like, I remember I would run from my bedroom to the kitchen just cause it was literally so long. It was quicker to run than to walk. So I would run down, up and back. So like just the physical movement of like moving throughout my very large home. And then also I had roommates between 5 and 7 over the last 4.5 years of living there. And usually there would be times, say if I didn't like one of my roommates and I wanted a snack, but my roommate I didn't like was in the kitchen, it would be worth it for me not to eat my snack instead of going to see my roommate. Or say just somebody had a few friends over and they're all in the kitchen. Like, I just wouldn't access the kitchen at that time, and now living alone I have 24/7 access to my kitchen, and it's like really close. It's just right over there. You know, beforehand it was far on the other side of the house. I had to leave my bedroom, be seen by my roommates, all of that. So that was one thing that affected my weight gain. And then this past year, between December and January of 21 and 22, on my winter break, for some reason, I don't know what like happened to me, but I just wasn't feeling great mentally, therefore I wouldn't do anything physically. I stopped going to the gym for like 3 weeks, which was so weird because like beforehand I was really excited to like have winter break to go to the gym, and I go to a nice gym, there's a lot of amenities. I was like, wow, I can't wait to hot tub, I can't wait to sauna, I have all this time over winter break, and I did none of that. I stayed home, I binged on food. For the first time in my life, I was actually binging on food to the point where I didn't feel like in control, and that's never happened to me before. So that was a really hard thing I had to deal with. I've always been one to overeat, don't get me wrong. Like, I've eaten a lot of food before in the past, but this winter was the first time it was really like, I didn't feel like there was a sense of control, and it would be like the morning and I'd be eating like 2 bagels and ciabatta bread and like literally like a whole day of calories. The worst part is I would track it. So I would be like binge eating food and then simultaneously putting it in MyFitnessPal, and then 2,000 calories later or 3,000 calories later I would then try to like not eat the rest of the day, and that didn't go well. I gained I went from like 233 and then I went up to 251, and terrifying, terrifying. And the whole time it was happening, I was like pretending it wasn't. So I was avoiding looking in the mirror at all costs. I was wearing oversized baggy sweatshirts. If I was going to the gym, like, I really wasn't at the time going to the gym, but I was trying to hide my body in the gym, everything like that. So when I finally was like, okay, like you need change, I looked at my body, dude. It was just like so heartbreaking because you work so hard and so long for something, like, you know, my initial weight loss, and then I just like threw it all down the drain. I was so mad at myself. Like, the way my clothes fit me was like not okay. My waist like went away. Like my weight, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, there was no small part of my waist. I was just this log. I got up to like 42 inches. I haven't eaten today. I made sure not to eat. I did this right when I woke. Y'all, I'm depressed. Holy shit. You guys. That says 42.5 inches. That's inappropriate to do that. Okay. 42.5 inches. I'm not gonna process any of that, and I'm gonna pretend that was in centimeters and get through what I have to get through. Pre-pandemic, I was like 36, and that was already, I was trying to like get smaller from that point. So just during the winter, everything just went kaput. I didn't know what to do. I was feeling like a fraud. Like, I had gained, I was at 250, and back when I was like overweight, like obese, when I was 19 and I lost 120 pounds, I was like 311 at the start of that. So that's only like a 65-pound difference. I'm over here like, I lost 120 pounds, but now it's like only 60 pounds lost. And I was like, I'm a fraud, I'm fat, I'm the worst. I was like, how can my boyfriend even like me when I look like this? But he was the best. And eventually I just kind of was like, okay, well, if I've done it once, I can do it again, and I'm gonna have to be really uncomfortable for a long time. And I would go into that gym chunky as hell. My workout clothes barely would be fitting me, and I'd have to go see all the people I just spent the last year working out with, who all look incredible, and you can see they all made such great progress. And then here's me, bigger than when I joined the gym, and it was just really, really hard. And luckily I just took it day by day, minute by minute if I had to, and I was like, you're gonna go, you're gonna better yourself, you're gonna feel better, and tomorrow you're gonna be, you know, just one step closer to being where you want to be. And luckily over time it worked. And if you've seen my original How I Lost 120 Pounds video, you know I accredit this book called The John Gabriel Method, and that's where I learned about method weight loss. So I went back, I reread the book, I redid his visualizations, and I really tried to just start seeing myself in the body I wanted to have. And so now I'm down to 238 today on scale weight, which, you know, my muscles are huge, so it's hard to say like how much is fat, how much is tissue, and how much is muscle, you know. But, you know, my clothes, I just go by how my clothes fit me. For example, on Valentine's Day, my boyfriend got me a robe, and the robe it closed but barely. There was maybe like an inch of overlap where, you know, the two pieces overlapped, and like my stomach was bulging. Now when I put the robe on, there's plenty of overlap, like my stomach just looks smaller. So physically, my body composition, I can see I began to lose weight, and, you know, I finally feel comfortable enough to get back onto my YouTube channel and trying to make videos. So the weight gain really took a mental toll on me. But again, I was just like, I've done it once, I can do it again. I'm gonna have to be uncomfortable and I'm gonna have to take it day by day. And luckily, we're in July and I feel much better about myself. I've been trying to just be less hard on myself. I stopped counting calories. One thing I've began to do, which I've never, like, at least for all the time I've been vegan, at one point in my life, I don't know when I stopped eating processed sugar, like white sugar. Get away from me. There was so long where I would only use maple syrup for any sweetener in any recipe. If I was baking a recipe and it called for sugar, I was using pure maple syrup, and then I switched out to coconut sugar like a few years into that. And you know, one thing I finally did was I have real sugar now, just plain cane sugar, just the kind the grocery store sells, and that's been like one big thing. And I try to just be more mindful about what I'm eating. I do enjoy finishing my food, trying at least to be done around 8, because that empty feeling of just not having food in you while you sleep, I do enjoy that. So I did a lot, I tried a lot, I started eating sugar, and you know, I really feel like my body is accepting that and it's doing so much better. My body composition is changing, my stomach's getting smaller. You know, every day I see these changes and they make me happy. Just because societally, that's not a word, society's standards of beauty, everybody knows the better you look, the better you get treated, and I like to be treated like a princess. And I've lived the 300-pound life. I know how conventionally unattractive people get treated versus attractive people. So it doesn't take a brainiac to know most people want to be treated well. And I don't think that's how our society should be. There's a lot of things I think, but unfortunately, we're still in the time and those things haven't changed. I hope if you have gained weight, you might feel like a new sense of inspiration to lose the weight if that's what you want to do, or even just being less mean to yourself if you've gained weight, because you know, there's so many more things in this world than that. So again, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't during the gains game. Give this video a like so I know you are interested in this type of content. If you want to hang out while I'm not posting, I have Twitter and TikTok. I'm not really on Snap or Instagram, but I will link those all in the description. Other than that, I hope you guys are all well. I hope you've been having a wonderful year. I hope you're going to have a great rest of the year and we're going to kick butt together. And all those wonderful magical things. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching and goodbye.